Everybody loves talking about cameras, lenses, gear, but some of the most valuable things to me can't be bought at a camera store. So today, I'm going through what I bring with me to every wedding that isn't camera gear. What's up? My name is Jay LeBlanc, wedding photographer and photo video educator. Cameras, lenses, new camera bags are fun to talk about, but if your wedding bag is just cameras and lenses, you might be in a little trouble. So let me show you the random things that have actually bailed me out at weddings. Maybe you're a seasoned professional or a new wedding photographer. I'm here just to share some of the things I've picked up over the years that come in handy when you least expect it on a wedding day. And at the end of the video, I have a little bonus that can't be bought at all. And honestly, what I feel like is the one thing that makes me the photographer I am today. And if you have any ideas of your own that you would like to share down in the comments, I would love to hear it. You're definitely going to help out somebody. It may not be me. It may not be the first 20 people who read that comment, but somebody along the lines, they may not even say anything, but they might get something valuable from your comment. So if you have something that's not bought at a camera store that you bring with you to weddings, drop them in the comments below. I would love to see what everybody has in their camera bags. First up, something new in 2025 and something I'm looking forward to using more in 26. A portable power station. I've wanted one of these for years, and the price and the size always made me hesitate. Well, prices are getting better, and they're getting smaller, and the tech is also getting better. So now I finally got one. I have the Hulkman power station, and that's just a cool name, Hulkman Mega. I like it. And this thing has already bailed me out, and I've only had it a short time now. Let me explain real quick. I'm not going to hold that the whole time. So I offer same-day slideshows. Well, my 2021 M1 Max MacBook Pro is still running strong, but the battery isn't what it used to be. So I have this thing to help keep my computer charged is a saving grace. So I can keep my laptop safe with my gear and not have to worry about finding an open outlet and leave my computer somewhere it can easily get bumped into or even worse, stolen. Like a wedding I did recently where they told me to put my gear where there wasn't an outlet anywhere nearby. The DJ had everything within 50 feet occupied. So my best option would have been next to the bar. Seriously, just what I need. Someone spilling a drink, which happens all the time at weddings, on my laptop, and there goes my computer. And even worse, same day edits I promised my clients, gone. No shot of that happening. But I had this power station, so I just plugged in my computer and kept my laptop safe in the corner away from guests and drinks. So now for my phone or my lights or emergency charges for any of my gear, or when I have venue outlets that just don't work, or I don't have any outlets where they tell me to keep my gear, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I like the Hulkman power station because it can deliver clean, pure shine power wave, which means it's safe for sensitive gear like cameras and laptops. You don't have to worry about weird voltage spikes or flickering power while you're charging your stuff. Another nice feature, it can work down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I'll put it right here for you. Now, it doesn't usually get that cold where I live in New Jersey, but one more story, and then I'll move on. I was shooting a rooftop wedding, and the venue told me I had to keep my gear in a closet. But this closet wasn't even in the room. I had to walk outside, across the roof, to an outdoor storage closet, which was more like a shed, which wasn't temperature regulated. So luckily, I didn't need my power station that day, but if I did, I know that the Hulkman had me covered because it can work in those extreme temperature climates. So this is clearly for my business, so it's obviously a tax write-off, but as a little bonus, I'm a big outdoorsy person who enjoys fishing and camping, and this is now my go-to for keeping my cameras and phone juiced up while I'm out venturing in the wild. And it charges fast, like 80% in about an hour with AC charging. If I really need it, I can charge it with solar panels or my car if I'm going somewhere remote. It's also good for my video lights that need AC power. I don't have to worry about running extension cords. Okay, I'm sorry. I've just been really excited to get one of these for a while. Let's just move on. If you're interested in checking out one for yourself, I'll drop a link down below and you can go check it out. I'm going to drop links down below for most of the stuff that I talk about today. Yo, Editor Jay here real quick. I just spoke to Hulkman and they told me that they're going to hook you up with a 25% discount. So if you're interested in picking up one of these power stations for yourself, check it out down below. I have a link with the discount code. So if you want to check out Hulkman for yourself, 25% off. That's a pretty sweet deal. Check it out. Extra clothes, extra pants. If it's hot, extra shirt too. That's not on the hanger, right? It's all right, I gotta iron it for my job tomorrow. No one wants to work in sweaty clothes all day. Drink spill, things rip, sweat. It happens. It's okay. I'm not shooting a ceremony looking like I just did Murph at my CrossFit gym though. I'm going to get in dry clothes for the reception. Next up, rain gear. Just throw a rain jacket in your car and leave it there. Even if the forecast says sunny. I live in New Jersey. In the summer, there is always a chance of rain. Even when it says 0% chance. If you know what I'm talking about, drop a like down below because it's crazy sometimes. It can be sunny and beautiful and out of nowhere, downpour. I also keep plastic Ziploc bags in my camera bag for my cameras and flashes or anything that shouldn't get wet. What I'll do is I'll take a gallon Ziploc bag and I'll actually cut a hole in the end of it so the end of my lens can stick out of it, and I'll keep my whole camera body and lens inside of here and just put my hand in and shoot. It just adds a little extra protection for when I'm shooting in inclement weather. Now I know the camera bodies are weather sealed, but let's protect our expensive stuff, especially on a wedding day when we can't afford for it to break. And extra shoes and socks. I hate wet feet. Wet feet for 10 to 12 hours is a nightmare. If you gotta run through a monsoon from your car to a building and you get soaked, you might want some extra socks. You know, thinking about it, I basically bring just like a complete second change of clothes. So just throw another outfit in your car. Printed information. I know it sounds crazy, right? 2026, and I told you to print something. I print everything. Timelines, addresses, family shot lists, contacts. Phones, they die. Service, sometimes it's not so good. Paper does not fail. Worst case scenario, your phone, you drop it, it breaks. What do? Well, you got paper. It's your backup. It's your safety net. Takes you maybe 10 seconds to print it out before you walk out the door for your wedding. Give it a shot. It'll save you someday. Safety pins. I keep a bag of just assorted silver and gold safety pins in my camera bag. The amount of weddings I go to where I have to give somebody a safety pin is more than the weddings that I don't give somebody a safety pin. They come in handy a lot, especially with the new trend of these budget-friendly bridesmaids dresses. I love it. I love the idea that everybody can go to a website, they have a color that they have to pick, and they get a dress at a reasonable price that fits them well, but they're budget dresses, and they rip often. Just carry some safety pins. A bridesmaid or a mom will thank you one day. I swear, out of everything in my camera bag that B&H doesn't sell, this might be the #1 most used thing. Snacks and water. Did I say it funny because I'm from New Jersey? Water? Make fun of me in the comments. I get told all the time that you can tell I'm from New Jersey by the way I say water. Can't hide it. That's the way I say it. Sorry. I get hungry a lot, especially running around all day on your feet, thinking creatively. It burns a lot of calories and you never know when you're going to eat. So having a quick snack is just a must. Nothing fancy. Just enough so I don't turn into a cranky, low blood sugar idiot during speeches. And water, #1 priority for keeping your energy levels up and staying hydrated. You don't like water? You should probably drink it anyway, but if you're not going to, just avoid sugar. That'll do more damage in the long run than good. Next, gaff tape. Let me show you what I do. I take a pen and I take my roll of gaff tape, and all I'm going to do is wrap this around probably, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 times until I have a good amount of gaff tape on here. And then when I'm done with it, I'm just going to take this pen and throw it in my camera bag instead of this giant roll of gaff tape. And on my pen, I'm going to have 6 to 10 feet of gaff tape, which is honestly more than enough for a photographer. But gaff tape, it fixes like everything. It's like duct tape, but better. If you know, you know. So then I just take this pen now with 10 feet of gaff tape on it, and I'll throw it in my camera bag, and if I ever need gaff tape, I have it, a good amount of it. Plus, if you've ever seen me hold a camera, you'll probably notice you don't see the brand name right here. Well, that's because I have a piece of gaff tape on all my cameras as well. Stuff comes in handy. trust me, one day you might need it. So throw some gaff tape on your camera or on a pen and you'll be happy one day that you have it. Next up, we have cash. Not a ton, a few bucks here. I keep cash on me. Homeless folks outside of church, tipping valet or vendors or parking situations that turn weird. Cash, it solves problems. I'm not saying you need a ton of money. A few singles, a 5, 10, and a 20 should be more than enough. Honestly, the number one time that I use it is when I am shooting in cities and I have some people that are begging for money who just won't leave us alone. Often a 5 will get them to mind their own business, and it's happened a number of times. Although I did shoot a wedding recently where one of the groomsmen paid a homeless person to kindly stop bothering us, but he made a mistake. He also gave him a beer, and then he became that groomsman's best friend and followed us around for the next 45 minutes. So be careful what you give, but just enough to get them to not bother you so you can do your job. Next up, we got my hygiene kit. We got flossers, mint, gums. Listen, you get in people's faces, you get close to them and you're talking to them. You don't want stinky breath. You don't want things in your teeth. Practice good hygiene. Just keep it fresh. All this stuff will handle it. Just don't be the stinky kid in class. This one honestly comes in handy more for other people than me, and that's going to be a Tide to Go pen or some Shout wipes or Tide wipes. People get messy on wedding days. We don't want their clothes looking bad for pictures. Let's help them out. These things get used, I would say, at about 90% of the weddings that I shoot. I have to help somebody out with a little something they spilled on themselves. Next, we got a first aid kit. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Something small with just, drop the Tylenol. Tylenol, that's a good one. We got some Band-Aids. We have some sanitary wipes, gauze pads. Nothing fancy for you or for anyone else who might need it. Maybe you're just at a park and the bride walks past a branch and accidentally scratches her arm. You might as well add EMT to the list of the many hats a photographer wears on a wedding day. There's my list of all my physical things that you can purchase, but the one little bonus that I had that I wanted to throw at you here is my mental game. I know, it sounds cheesy. Jay, what does that even mean? Mental game? How do you take a mental game with you that's not camera gear? All right, but it's true. I try to bring a clear mindset. I get a good night's sleep the night before. I eat well. I don't go out partying because I want to give it my all for my couples. Sure, this might be a job to me. I may have done this hundreds of times, but to them, this is probably one of the most important days of their life. And I want to be able to deliver on my part and leave a good impression. It's not just another gig, it's somebody's wedding day. If I haven't been to the venue before, I'll map things out, especially at larger venues. I'll look for places to go for pictures, inspiration for large group shots or solos of the bride and groom, or just cool backgrounds, as well as bringing fresh ideas to boring locations. Sometimes you look at a venue's website and everybody has the exact same picture, just a different couple standing there. Well, I want to give them something a little bit different, a little bit better. And if I'm going to a venue with honestly just a lot of boring backgrounds and doesn't offer a ton photographically, I'm going in knowing I'm going to have to probably bring a lot of lighting with me. And what am I going to do to make these boring spots look a little bit more interesting? So just going in with that mindset, getting my thoughts right, getting my head right before the wedding is probably one of the best things that I can do for my couples ahead of their big day. Well, there it is. That's my list. If you got anything on your list that you would love to throw down in the comments and share with me and other photographers who are reading it, I would love it if you could do that because it definitely is going to help somebody out, even if you don't think it will. That's why I made this YouTube channel, because even if one person gets something out of it, you're helping somebody. So let me hear your ideas down below, and I'm looking forward to reading all those comments. Till next time, peace.